Getting into a flow state is the secret to unlocking your best work, your best creative, deep work. That's exactly the opposite of what we usually do when we are just consuming social media feeds and other forms of entertainment. Deep work creates value, and value may translate into money in the future. The hardest part is to achieve this flow state. So let's get into the 5 tips of how you can do that. Tip number 1, lower the quality of work that you're starting with. When you just have to write an article, start with a word vomit. It doesn't have to be perfect. All you have to do is feel the progress some way. If you're writing code, maybe create a list of tasks that you're doing and check them off. Right now, quality or quantity doesn't matter. Just start somewhere. That way, your brain will be just conditioned like a warm-up for runners to get into the flow state, and once you're up and running, you forget everything else and you're creating. Tip number 2, add an imaginary deadline to your tasks. You might have heard many new parents say how much more productive they are now that they have kids and they have limited time on their hands. If you have to pick up your child at 3 o'clock from their school, you will have to finish all your work at 2:30 p.m. That might sound ridiculous to a 20-year-old or my own 20-year-old young self, but I do have to get all of my work done before my kids come back from school because it's just chaos after that. That's my real deadline. But even if you don't have kids, you can set up deadlines for yourself. The Pomodoro technique of working is very similar to that. You're setting a 25-minute deadline to finish something and you don't have Slack, email, or any distractions in your way. So try to create a deadline, and when you just have that much limited time, you'll get more work done. Tip number 3, try to change the location of where you work. There might be some evidence that novelty leads to more concentration. In a new place, there is a slight degree of discomfort that keeps the brain in an active state. It might have something to do with increased awareness of a mammal in an unknown environment. Tip number 4, feel the energy of the work that you're doing. I once attended this conference where Glenn Keane, he is the animator of Beauty and the Beast, gave a presentation about how he does his work. And it might sound bizarre, but he really said that he talks to the animations while he's drawing them, and the animations talk back to him. It's almost infusing yourself into the environment of the work. Whether it's animation, writing an article, or writing code, you may want to interact with that environment and see if you get some energy back from it. It will definitely come across as a vibe in your own work. And I'm feeling that vibe right now shooting this YouTube video. So try it out. Maybe you as a viewers can feel that energy coming through. Let me know in the comments below. Tip number 5, watch a person be possessed by a flow state. An example here could be of a musician or a singer that is lost in their singing. In my world, I have noticed my babies, toddlers, when they get busy or in focus, they find a toy that they can be playing with for hours, I tiptoe around them because you can see that they are in their flow state. They say play is the work of a child, and when they are working, you do not disturb them. All you can do is stand in the corner of the room and observe this flow state, take inspiration, maybe work your next project with the same flow state. If you resonated with any of these 5 tips, let me know down in the comments below. What are the other things that you do to create a flow state? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!